Hey everybody, what's up? This is Matt, and thank you very much for joining me today. We're going to talk about how to get more customers in your door this week using my simple $10 per day Facebook ad strategy. And it really doesn't matter what product or service you sell or what niche or industry you're in, because if your goal is to get more leads, sales, or appointments, then what I'm about to show you will work for just about any business. And the reason I'm doing this is because I get asked the same question about 1,000,000 times per week. Matt, how are you getting Facebook ads to work for you on such a small budget? Or how exactly are you getting your sales funnels to convert so consistently? So hopefully by the end of the training, you will have these answers. So before we dive into getting Facebook ads to work for your business, I want to tell you a little story about myself because I think it's really important for you to know where I came from and how I used Facebook to get me and my businesses to where they are today. So in 2008, I started my first business. It was a financial services firm, and I knew nothing about marketing or advertising at the time. I didn't go to school for it. I didn't study it. And to be honest, I wanted nothing to do with it. And within 6 months of opening the doors, we grew to about 50 employees. We just used old-fashioned hustle to get there, and we kept plowing everything we made back into our business. I mean, life couldn't have been better. Until, of course, the world's worst financial recession hit in 2009, and as quickly as we built our business from the ground up, we practically lost it overnight. Letting go of 30 employees in 1 week was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I mean, it killed me. It really devastated me. Not to mention how embarrassed I was. I mean, 1 minute I'm on top of the world. The next minute I'm trying to figure out how to keep the doors open. It was just an awful feeling. And I remember sitting in my office that day thinking there's got to be a better way. I can't deal with this pressure. Running a business shouldn't be this volatile. I mean, how do you go from opening the doors up to 50 employees to nearly bankrupt overnight? So I sat down with my business partner at the time, and I started brainstorming ways to get our business going again. And he asked me what I thought about Facebook, which at the time I knew nothing about. I mean, remember, this was 2009. Facebook only started in 2007. So, it was really new to me. But he told me that a lot of companies were starting to use it to promote their businesses. And although I didn't really get how, I was open-minded to trying anything at this point. So I thought, why not? So we hired a consultant to go through setting up an ad campaign, and within a couple of weeks, we were ready to launch our first ad. And I remember the very moment we launched the campaign for the first time. It was March 16th, 2009 at 2:37 p.m. And I know that's very specific, but I remember it clearly because of how excited I was about the results. Within a few hours, we must have had about 300 people click our ad. Okay, it used to take us an entire month to get 300 people to check us out, and we just did it in a few hours. And I'll never forget how excited we were over this. It wasn't the fact that 300 people clicked an ad that we were jumping for joy over. It was the fact that we generated 45 grand in 2 days from that campaign. We made 45 grand in 2 days from a single ad. So obviously we were over the moon, and we sat down with our marketing consultant and we were like, dude, that was awesome. Let's do more. So we set up another campaign for the next week, and over the next 5 days, we brought in another $50,000. And I love telling the story because no matter how many ad campaigns I've created, nothing will ever be more exciting than my very first one because that was my aha moment. As an entrepreneur, that was the breakthrough moment I was desperately searching for, and I felt like I hit the jackpot. So as you can imagine, we were hooked, and we've been using Facebook ads ever since to drive traffic to our site and convert that traffic into leads and sales or appointments. So naturally, I became obsessed with this stuff because I now had total control over my business. It wasn't the money I was obsessed with. It was the fact that I had a system in place that I could rely on to make money. And that, to me, was more important than the money itself. So the next year, my business ended up generating $1.2 million. And 5 years later, we sold it for 8 figures. And I've since then helped others generate millions of dollars in sales with Facebook ads, and today I'm going to show you how to do the same thing over the next 30 minutes. But the only way this is going to work for your business is if you break old habits. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. You've got to change your mindset. You have to think differently about your business, and I'll tell you why you must break these habits. It's no surprise that roughly 20% of businesses fail in their first year. Okay, these are statistics. It's not my opinion. 20% of businesses fail in the first year, and 50% do not survive after year 5. All right? That means that you have a 50-50 chance of failing as a startup, and it gets worse. Only 30% of businesses survive after 10 years. So if you've been going for a few years now, there's a very good chance that you won't make it past year 10. I'm not trying to scare you guys here. I'm just trying to highlight the fact that if you run your business the same traditional way that so many have done in the past, the odds of you succeeding are not that great. And it's not my opinion. It's just fact. And that's what got me thinking about my own business. I didn't want to be another statistic. So in order to survive and thrive, I had to think differently. So I want you to forget everything you ever read about getting more customers. From this day forward, think of your business as a printing press. The only objective of a printing press is to print money. It's got one function, right? You turn it on, you make money. You crank it up, you make more. It's that simple. So imagine if you knew that for every dollar you spent promoting your business, you would get $5 back. If you were guaranteed $5 for every dollar you put in, you'd probably put in a lot of freaking dollars, right? So your business has to be that predictable if you want to see rapid growth. And the only way that is going to happen is if you have a printing press system running 24/7 in the background. All right, guys, and that's what I'm going to go through over the next few minutes. I'm going to show you exactly how to build a printing press for your business step by step so you are guaranteed a steady stream of predictable and reliable sales on a daily basis. But first, here's the key to making magic. You guys like magic, right? Okay, check this out. Okay, so in order for the printing press strategy to work, you're going to need to build a laser-targeted automated sales funnel into your business. And your sales funnel is going to focus on one product or one service. And this is where most local businesses go wrong. They try and sell way too many products at the same time, or they sell everything hoping their customers buy anything. It's a horrible and fatal way to run your business. So instead of getting good at selling one product or service really well, they end up failing at selling anything at all. So the very first step in building your printing press is to decide which product or service you're going to sell. Remember, the goal is to get a flood of people in the door, so it needs to be a product or service that there is serious demand for. But demand alone isn't enough. And in the next slide, I'm going to show you how to pick a winning product that is guaranteed to generate a ton of sales. And if you follow this simple formula, you will never have a problem selling anything again. So every time I put together a printing press sales funnel, I choose a product that I know solves a major problem. Think about the products that you've bought recently. What needs did they fulfill? What problems did they solve? Why did you buy them? Is your life better off now that you own it, and why? Your customers are buying your products because they have a problem. And yes, every product or service on planet Earth solves a problem. And it's your job to find out exactly what that problem is. And the best way to find out is by asking your customer. Call them, email them, stalk them. Okay, don't stalk them, but ask. Their feedback will be gold, guys, and here's what you do with it. Some customers are going to give you one reason, others might give you 5 or more. After you've conducted your research, list all the products that you surveyed and write them down in one column. Okay, so you've got all the products or services listed down in one column. It doesn't matter if you have 10 products or one, just go ahead and list it. In the next 2, 3, 5, whatever columns, you're going to list every reason why your customers bought that product. And before you know it, you're going to have a long list of products with a ton of reasons why your customers purchased them. So the winning product or service that you're going to focus on is the one with the most problems associated with it. Notice how we're not focusing on the product with the most sales. We are focusing on the product with the most problems. Selling is problem solving. And it doesn't matter what product or service you have to offer, there's always a pain point associated to that product. You can sell crayons, there's a problem. You can sell packaging, there's a problem. You can sell financial services, there's definitely a problem. You can sell pet food, there's a freaking problem. You can sell drugs, don't sell drugs. But the point I'm trying to make is that no matter what you sell, okay, no matter what you sell, you always sell the solution, not the product itself. You will never ever have a problem selling if you stay focused on this one rule of thumb. So back to my personal story about me thinking different. I knew I had to keep things simple and sell just one product. But first I had to come up with a problem and then pair that problem with a solution. Then for 5 straight years, I sold the hell out of that one single product. I mastered it. I optimized it. I kept things simple, and I generated 7 figures per year doing it. And I'm going to show you how to do the same. But first, let me tell you about the time I flew my wife to France and she kept annoying me from the back seat, so I turned her oxygen off. Okay, I really didn't turn her oxygen off. Or did I? Anyway, enough monkey business. Let's build the damn printing press already. All right, now before we get started, I know you haven't done your market research, but just think of any product that comes to mind right now that you know solves a problem. Out of all the products or services that you sell, what is the most valuable to your customers? Just pick one for now, and we'll come back to that later. So up to this point, we talked a lot about keeping things simple, focusing on one product, and associating pain and gain to that product. And now that you have a product or service in mind, it's finally time to launch your winning sales funnel. And we're going to do it in 5 simple steps. All right, so the first thing we need to do is create a lead magnet. And a lead magnet is just a free incentive that you're going to give to a website visitor in exchange for their name and email address. And this is where a lot of business owners, marketers, and advertising agencies go wrong. It's very difficult to see a profit on your ad spend when you go direct to a product or booking page. So this is where the lead magnet comes into play. Instead of driving traffic directly to a product or an appointment booking page, you're going to first give them something for free. Who the heck doesn't want something for free, right? So this is what we have so far. We've got an ad promoting a lead magnet. Now remember that problem-solving business we spoke about earlier? Your lead magnet is going to be the first time you introduce a solution to that problem. So you need to create your entire lead magnet around this problem. So what can you offer in the form of a lead magnet? Lead magnets come in all different shapes and sizes. And I'll give you a few examples of some lead magnets that have worked really well for me in the past. Free reports, white papers, educational how-to guides, ebooks, checklists. All of these are quick and easy to put together, and they're a great way to introduce your brand or business. And if you decide to go the ebook route, here's the quickest and easiest way to come up with content. Think about what you offer your customers, and then write a guide on how they can do it themselves. And I know you're probably thinking, but if I do that, then they won't need me. Trust me, the chances of them actually doing it are slim to none. Some will, but most won't. But they will all love you for the ideas, and they'll sign up to your mailing list to get them. Okay? So if you're a party planner, write a guide showing people how to plan a party of the century for under $100. Or if you're a Pilates instructor, write a guide on how to master Pilates in 2 weeks from their living room. Or if you're an accountant, write a 10-point checklist on how to get your taxes done in 1 day without hiring an accountant. If you're a hairdresser, give away a guide on the 15 life-changing ways to tame frizzy hair. And I know it sounds crazy to give all this away for free, but your email list will blow up and you will still get a ton of business even after they read the guide. Because trust me, guys, they will be very grateful that you tried to help them in the first place. And because of that, you are going to be their first port of call when they feel like they need someone to do it for them. And in just a minute, I'm going to show you how to transition your leads into sales. Other lead magnets can be a free webinar or a video course, which are great ways to educate your market and get in front of your audience so they remember who you are. It also allows you the opportunity to interact with potential customers and answer questions that they have prior to them making a decision whether to work with you or buy your products. Webinars are actually one of the most popular lead attraction methods today, so this is definitely something you're going to want to consider. Retail store owners, showcase your products over a webinar and maybe talk about the history behind them or what your vision was when you decided to sell them. People love stories, and guess what? Now you're not just selling stuff, you're inspiring through storytelling. And who doesn't love a good storybook? I know my little boy does. I know, super cute, right? Oh, he's such a cutie. Anyway, whiteboard video presentations work very well if you feel like shooting a quick 5-minute explanation on your product. Grab your camera or your smartphone and record a quick video on how to or why this product. It takes minutes and it's so simple. You'll rack up a huge email list in no time with these strategies. And for you e-commerce or retail store owners that sell tangible products, free plus shipping offers are great lead magnets. It's a great risk-free proposition for your potential customers to try your products without having to pay for it. And it gives you the chance to prove that your product really does work. And here's a little tip to not lose money on giving away free physical goods. Give the product away for free, but charge enough to cover the cost of both the product and the shipping. Boom. And look at this. This one case study, $13,000 this month in sales, and it all started with a free plus shipping product. Very simple. Another lead magnet can be as simple as a free trial. Try before you buy works great for online software and local fitness businesses. It allows you to get your product in the hands of as many people as possible. They will buy, okay? People will buy off the back of your free trial. Look at roughly 15 to 20%, according to a recent study, 15 to 20% of free trial users actually become paying customers. Okay, so don't feel afraid to give things away because look at these stats. 15 to 20% are going to end up buying your product anyway. So go ahead and give stuff away if your business model warrants that. And one of the easiest ways to produce a lead magnet in the shortest time possible is to look at the marketing material that you already have and just use that. Does your business already have a guide? Do you have a presentation or a seminar you can turn into an online webinar? Do you already have a workout routine you can turn into a free trial? Do you have a low-cost product you can give away for free as a thank you for joining the email list? Remember, there's no right or wrong lead magnet. Just pick one that comes easiest and most natural to you or your business and use it as your hook. And keep it simple. All you're trying to do at this stage is hook them with a problem and deliver a solution with the lead magnet. Which brings us to step 2, the landing page. All right, you got this awesome lead magnet and you're now ready to start building your list. But how do we do this? The first thing we got to do is build a landing page. And your landing page is going to be completely separate from your website. Think of your landing page as a single web page that has one objective and one objective only, to get an email subscriber. Forget everything else. No headers, no footers, nothing. Nothing that is going to get in the way of that submit button. Landing pages are actually a lot of fun to build and super easy because they're so basic, yet extremely effective. For example, take a look at this landing page. I built it for a client, literally 10 minutes, guys. I put this thing together. The lead magnet was a free gym pass that everyone got just for signing up. And in 2 weeks, it generated $56,000 worth of business from a $997 ad spend. And it's so basic. Notice how there are no distractions, one option to get the free pass. That's it. Pretty cool, huh? And don't get me wrong, the owner of this gym busted his butt to convert those leads to customers, but the landing page gave him a ton of people to talk to, and ultimately, he closed more business because of it. Here's a landing page that I promoted when I worked with financial advisors. I did over $500,000 in revenue with this campaign, and it all started with a free 3-part video series lead magnet. The name of the game here is keep it simple. You'll notice in the header that I called out the audience, so it was very clear who I was speaking to. Throughout the subheadline and bullet points, I tackled the problems my customers faced and told them that we would discuss the solutions to those problems in my 3-part video training. And again, there are no other distractions and only one call to action to get that free training. All right, guys, so by now you come up with a killer lead magnet and a landing page to promote it. In step 3, we're going to now take things one step further and offer a bonus offer in exchange for a share. And we do this on the thank you page immediately after your new subscriber signs up for the lead magnet. The strategy I'm about to teach you is responsible for this campaign here, getting over 100,000 emails in a single month. And here's how it works. We call it the thank you loop. After the subscriber signs up for our lead magnet, we immediately ask them to share the lead magnet or special offer in exchange for an even better offer. As soon as they share your lead magnet, the program we use to run this campaign automatically unlocks your bonus offer. On average, the thank you loop will increase your email list by at least 100% because you should be getting one referral, one free subscriber for every opt-in lead. Guys, this is a great way to compound your opt-ins and get free leads because your subscribers are now doing all the promoting for you. So what are some things you can offer as a bonus offer? Well, you can give away a discount on a product, maybe an extra free month trial to a fitness program, maybe a free consultation, or even extra storage space like Dropbox did to increase their user base from 100,000 to 4 million in 15 months. But in order for this to really take off, make sure your bonus offer is attractive enough for your audience to share your lead magnet. Otherwise, it'll never go viral. So by now you're killing it, dude. You got your lead magnet, a landing page to serve it up, and a viral blitz bonus offer. You're just one step away from launching this bad boy. But first, we have to put together one last thing, an automated email sequence. The only objective of this sequence is to convert warm leads to sales. And if you want to see sales quick, you need to get these emails out within the first week of a new subscriber joining your list. Okay, guys, by this point, your prospects are hot, and there's no better time to introduce your product or service than immediately after they download your lead magnet. But here's where most people go wrong with email marketing. The second they get a lead, they start hammering them with sales offers. If you do this right away, the second you get a subscriber, you're going to run the risk of losing a very valuable lead. The objective of the email sequence is not to beat them over the head with sales, but it's to nurture leads into sales or appointments. And there's an art to this. If you want to see sales quickly, you got to offer value first and sales second. And here's how this works. The first day they sign up for your lead magnet, send them an email loaded with free value. Okay? Email 1, more free value. On day 2, send them even more free value. By now they're going to think you're a freaking rock star for helping them without charging them a single penny. And guys, we're not just offering value. We're building the relationship with the customer. We're giving them the chance to get to know you or your brand better. And that's what the nurture sequence is all about. Day 3 is a rest day. No emails out on day 3. Give them a chance to miss you, but leave them in suspense on day 2. Say something like, all right, guys, you won't be hearing from me tomorrow, but in 2 days I got something amazing to show you. Or I got the best offer I've ever given to my customers, so make sure you check my email in 2 days. Then on the 4th day, you're going to finally sell them that winning product we spoke about earlier. All right, so here's where that winning product finally comes into play. But make sure you sell it as a one-time special offer today only and discount the price compared to what you originally sell it for. This way, you look like you're doing them a huge favor. And after all the free value you delivered over the last few days, there's a very good chance they're going to snap up your special offer. And remember, we're leaving nothing to chance here. You already know the product you're about to push is one of the hottest products or services. So just offer that one at a discount and watch those sales come flooding in. Guys, I do this every single time for my own stuff. And like without fail, I get a ton of sales whenever I launch these funnels. And don't worry if your sales on day 4 are a little slow. Just forget about that product and move on. The last thing you want to do when you say today only is extend the offer. I've seen people kill their campaigns overnight because of this. You will lose all credibility and it could kill your future sales. And for my service providers out there, just replace the sale with an appointment. It's the same thing. You can build urgency and scarcity in your email sequence by telling people, listen, I don't usually do this, but I'm offering 5 free consultations over the next few days, but you have to book this in now before they're all gone. Okay, so take day 5 off again and then hit it hard with your second best offer on day 6 and 7. So on day 6 and 7, push your second best product based on your research, but this time promote the offer as a 48-hour special. This way, if people are genuinely busy, they have a second chance to snap up the offer. And they'll know you're dead serious about the offer expiring because the first offer you gave them expired as you said it would. So this time they'll be thinking, shit, I really need to jump on this quick. All right, and if you're still on the fence as to whether or not you need an email sequence, take a look at this one study done by Email Marketing Gold, where they revealed that for every dollar invested in email marketing, they saw a return of up to $40. That's a 40x ROI, far more than any other channel. You guys need that nurture sequence running in the background because that's where the bulk of your sales or appointments are going to come from. And if you're not seeing great results from your email list, then it's possible that your email subscribers aren't familiar enough with you or your brand and they're not comfortable taking their credit card out or booking that appointment. So building rapport is crucial if you want to convert subscribers into customers. So you guys really got to have a good email sequence in place, and step 4 is where you do that. Okay, guys, so the final step in our little printing press sales funnel here has to do with Facebook ads. And I know you're probably thinking, finally, it's about time, Facebook. But the reason Facebook is the very last step in the training is because the best ads in the world aren't going to convert clicks to customers if the sales funnel itself doesn't do its job. And that's why so many business owners struggle with Facebook ads, because they're not taking the time to put together a winning sales funnel like the one we just went through. In the same breath, it doesn't matter how great your sales funnel is if nobody sees it. And this is where Facebook ads finally come into the mix. Now, before I get into the $10 per day strategy, I want to make it very clear that there are only 2 reasons why Facebook ads won't work. It's very simple. 1, you're either showing your ad to the wrong people, or 2, your offer isn't good enough. That's it. It's not rocket science, guys. If you want to get Facebook working for you on a shoestring budget, all you have to do is put the right offer in front of the right people. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this on a $10 per day budget. And here's how it works. I call this strategy the PE pull, and it works like magic if you execute it properly. First, you create a post with a link to your lead magnet, the first step in your funnel. You're then going to create an ad campaign, select engagement as the objective, and pull in the post for the ad. Because you set the campaign objective as engagement, Facebook is going to look for users who are likely to engage with the ad, hence the objective being called engagement. You are telling Facebook here to show your ad to people who are most likely to engage with the post, whether that's a like, a share, a comment, etc. Remember, Facebook knows what its users are doing based on the actions they take on a daily basis. So they know exactly who's likely to engage with the ad. So if you just tell them to go find people who are likely to engage, they will find them. Okay, so the objective here is not to get leads. It's only to get people to engage. And I know you're probably thinking, but likes don't pay the bills. And I know. But here's why it's imperative that your ads get engagement first. Think about the last time you saw an ad with 0 engagement. I'm guessing you weren't too excited to click the link, right? And that's because no one ever wants to be the first to the party. It's just not that cool. But what about when you saw an ad with 100, 200, 500, 1,000 likes, shares, comments, etc.? I bet you were a lot more eager to see what all the fuss was about, right? So the objective of the engagement ad is to build the hype and then go for leads. And all it takes to master the strategy is literally $10 a day. So as I'm trying to build all that hype, my objective is to never spend more than 5 cents per engagement. If my cost per engagement is higher than 5 cents, I kill the ad and consider it a flop. In which case, I'll just create new ads and start the test all over. But 5-cent engagements is what I'm going for. This means that for every $10 you spend on your engagement ad, your goal will be to get 200 likes. And you know what? Even if engagements are costing you 10 cents, that's still 100 potential customers engaging with your ad. That's a ton of people endorsing your product. And I call these likes endorsements because that's what your audience is essentially doing when they give you a thumbs up. They are letting others know that they like you or your brand or product and that you're one of the good guys. And all for 5 cents per engagement. All right, so now you got hundreds of likes, comments, shares, etc. on your ad. What now? Here's where things get really exciting. As soon as you get enough engagement, it's now time to launch a conversion ad. And again, you're going to select the original post as the ad, which now has all this great engagement and social proof attached to it. And because we selected conversion as a campaign objective this time, we're now telling Facebook, I want you to show my ad to users that are most likely to convert to a lead. Hence the reason Facebook calls it a conversion objective. We're now looking for profiles that are most likely to follow all the way through to a lead. So here's my question for you guys. How many people do you think are going to click your ad and sign up to the lead magnet now that you have hundreds of engagement attached to the post? And because you're getting so many more leads from this ad, your cost per lead is going to be drastically lower. Hence the reason you only need to spend $10 per day to start getting qualified leads. But remember, this strategy only works if you select the original post with all that social proof as the ad. And the best part about the strategy, guys, is that it doesn't even take a lot of engagement to see a huge difference in your lead cost. For example, here's an ad I helped a client with. We only got about 39 likes and 25 shares, but remember, the only objective here is to build a little hype so it looks more like a popular post than an ad. So again, once we got enough engagement, we then created a lead conversion ad and pulled in the same post. And what I want to show you here is how cheap his lead costs were for that ad compared to the rest of the ads in the group that we didn't apply the strategy to. So in just a couple of days, we were seeing lead costs as low as $2 per lead, which was 50 to 85% cheaper than any other ad in the group. And what's even more impressive is that the exact same ad, like for like, same image, same copy, same everything that we didn't use the PE pull strategy with, was 3.5 times more expensive to run. Guys, this is the difference between a dead campaign and a wildly profitable sales funnel, and it proves that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get leads for your business. And here's another ad that we focused on getting tons of likes for before switching to the lead conversion objective. Once we got 783 likes, we launched the conversion ad, and the average cost per lead ended up being 54 cents. What would the profit margins look like for your business if you were getting 54-cent leads? So I want to ask you all a quick question. How do you guys feel about the training you got here today? Do you think that if you applied what you learned, that you'd get more leads and sales for your business? Do you think you might be able to run your business a bit more efficiently if you had all this in place? If I put together a step-by-step course for you to follow, would you be interested? And the reason I ask is because I literally get 100 questions a week from business owners who are trying to build sales funnels for their businesses. So instead of trying to answer them one by one, I recently put together a 6-week implementation workshop where I teach busy entrepreneurs how to get more customers in the door using simple $10 per day Facebook ad strategies. I'll walk you through step-by-step how to build profitable sales funnels for any business. And the reason I'm doing this is because I know what it's like to be held hostage to overpriced marketing services and expensive advertising. Trust me, I've been there. When I first started my first business, I didn't have the budget for marketing department and I couldn't afford to spend a lot on advertising. And it was a horrible feeling because I felt like I didn't have control over the growth of my business. I felt like my success was in the hands of others. And that's why I became obsessed with learning how to get more leads and sales using sales funnels. And when I finally figured it out, I felt like I had total control over my business. So I'd like to help you guys do the same. So it's a 6-week workshop, and in week 1, we're going to go through how to create an irresistible lead magnet offer for any business so you can attract more leads into your business on autopilot. And we'll start with a lead magnet that comes easy to you and makes the most sense for your business. Whether you want to do an ebook, a video, a webinar like this one, a free trial, or a free plus shipping offer, we'll make sure you pick one that has the best chances of getting leads specifically for your business. All you have to do is follow my 7-day lead magnet game plan, and you'll have one ready by the end of the week. And if you guys don't feel like creating a lead magnet for yourself because maybe you don't have that much time or you're completely overwhelmed on how to put one together, I'll show you how to get one done for you for as little as $5. You can always go back and make it better later or completely change it up, but the most important thing is to just get one online so you can start attracting leads into your funnel, and my 7-day lead magnet game plan will show you how to do just that. So that's the first week. Week 1, we're going to create an irresistible lead magnet offer that will attract more leads into your business. In week 2, we're going to learn how to build an online sales funnel like the one we just walked through that converts clicks to customers, and how to create lead capture pages in less than a day. And it all starts with that lead capture page. So that's the first page we're going to build, because without capturing leads, sales won't follow. And we're going to build these landing pages in minutes with click and drag software. Just learning how to do this yourself is going to save you tens of thousands of dollars, because you will never have to hire a graphic designer or a web developer again, and you'll have total control of your business because you'll be able to test new offers and different sales pages within minutes. And when you have control over your sales funnel, remember that printing press that we spoke about earlier, you'll have total control of your business, and that's exactly what an optimized funnel will give you. Okay, that control again. So all you got to do is follow my 7-day sales funnel game plan, and you'll have your own funnel online within a week. I'll even show you how to reverse engineer other winning funnels in your exact industry, so you're guaranteed a winning sales funnel right out of the gate. Look how simple this landing page is. I built for a client in just 10 minutes. Okay, the lead magnet was a free gym pass that everyone got just for signing up. I showed you earlier, and in 2 weeks, the funnel generated $56,000 worth of business from a $997 ad spend. And it's so basic. No menu bars, no other links on the page, no distractions whatsoever, just one option to get the free pass. And as we build this stuff out, we're going to keep things super simple. I showed you this earlier, but it's a sales funnel I used to get leads and clients when I was working with financial advisors. My lead magnet was a 3-part video series that I shot with my iPhone. And this was the funnel I created. It's so basic, but it did over $500,000 with these 3 pages. That's it. You see the lead page, the video page, and the appointment booking form page. I mean, that's it, 3 pages. So in week 2, we're going to convert clicks to customers with sales funnels. In week 3, I'm going to show you how to 10x your email list and get free leads with the thank you loop viral blitz strategy that I use. And we're going to do this by turning your subscribers into raving fans desperate to promote your business. It's simple to set up and launch with any sales funnel. And all you're going to do is ask every subscriber to share the lead magnet you just gave them in exchange for an even better offer. So based on your business and your existing lead magnet that we come up with in week 1, we'll decide what to give away or discount in exchange for that share in week 3. So if you use the thank you loop correctly, there's a very good chance that you'll 10x your email list in a very short period of time. Again, this campaign here did over 100,000 emails in a single month using the thank you loop, but you got to nail that second offer, and in week 3, we'll show you how to set up the thank you page loop and plug it into your sales funnel. So that's week 3. I'm going to show you how to 10x your email list with free leads. In week 4, I'm going to show you how to double your sales with automated email sequences that nurture leads into customers, and how to launch set it and forget it email campaigns that promote your business on autopilot. Guys, there's nothing cooler than having your autoresponder sequences run 24/7 in the background, generating you sales while you sleep. And the reason I push email marketing so hard is because it yields the highest ROI out of every marketing channel out there. And I'm not surprised, because selling to a warm list of leads is 10 times easier than running cold traffic direct to products. But you have to know how and when to nurture those leads into sales. And in week 4, that's exactly what we're going to cover. Regardless of what product or service you sell, you'll be able to use my 7-day indoctrination email template sequence to nurture leads to sales so that you can start generating revenue within the first week of launching your funnel. These are set it and forget it email campaigns that promote your business for you, and you'll go from concept to publish in minutes, and it's the fastest way I know to double my sales. And I use the indoctrination sequence in every funnel I build. So we'll cover all of this in week 4. So that's week 4. We're going to learn how to double your sales with autoresponder email sequences. And in week 5, I'll show you how to find your perfect customers online for less than $10 per day and how to use Facebook pixels to make your campaigns more effective. And the reason I don't cover advertising until week 5 is because unless you have an optimized sales funnel in place to convert clicks to sales, you'll just end up throwing your money into a black hole. So we'll start with Facebook, and all you have to do is follow, again, my 7-day Facebook ads game plan to set up your first campaign. And I'll show you how to get in front of your perfect customers so that your sales funnel stands the very best chance of converting on day 1. So a few things that we'll cover here in week 5 is how to only target people that are most likely to buy. We'll also learn the art of writing ad copy that converts clicks to leads and how to split test ads effectively. You'll also learn what ad campaign objectives to use and why. There's over 10 different campaign objectives. And if you pick the wrong one, you'll kill your campaign before you even launch. And then when your ads go live, I'm going to show you how to analyze your results so you know when to kill loser ads and when to scale winners. Because as soon as you find a winning campaign and you know that for every dollar you spend, you're going to get X back, you're going to want to spend as much as you can on your ads because your revenue is finally predictable. So that's week 5. I'm going to show you how to find your customers online and launch winning ad campaigns for less than $10 a day. So in week 6, when you're ready to go live with your new funnel, I'm going to personally coach you one-on-one through a smooth and profitable launch, as well as make sure you set everything up correctly so your funnel stands the best chances of converting. I really want you to succeed, guys. So I'm not going to let you launch your funnel or your ads without a one-on-one exclusive review with me to go through every single element in your sales funnel. This is a one-on-one full funnel review. We'll go through all the steps in the sales funnel, your ads, your lead magnet, all the landing pages involved, your email sequence, your order form, or your appointment booking form if your objective is to get appointments. We'll make sure everything is hooked up correctly and that you stand the best chances of converting clicks to customers before you spend a single penny. And then we'll go through your ad campaigns and targeting and make sure you have the right campaign objectives set with each ad. So that's week 6, one-on-one pre-launch review with myself.